The Better Listener Contest. No. Family Values. Okay, I'm gonna watch that one. There are so many. Man, I haven't watched these in so long. I think I'm gonna have to cut them. Like, cut this video in like 5, because I'm enjoying myself. Fun fact, I hate the sound of people eating chips. Like, if you eat something crunchy around me, I will consider how to kill you. I cannot stand it. So this episode was like, it was a good thing I was chewing over it, because I hate the sound. But I was also trying to match every bite and every chew, and I went through like almost an entire bag of Doritos, which I'm not saying was hard, but still. I was trying so hard, and there were times, because I was chewing so loudly, I really couldn't tell what was going on. It didn't quite work. This was at my sister's house, and I had, before filming, or between every take probably, I had rubbed Doritos on my face so that I would have orange all around my face. And that left, like, not quite a rash, but it was raw for like a week or 2 after, and I was like, I am never doing something that stupid ever again. So this scene was painful after the fact. Like, you see how orange it is? Yeah. Chips are way off. Also, you can hear him walking around, but I was like, meh, he's just gonna sit, because I don't want to do 4 different camera angles. I was so enjoying those chips. I was always saying I ain't no lady, and it didn't work clearly, because when I have these ideas what the line is and then I try to say it over what the actual line is, it just doesn't work. And back in the day when I first did this and I would do like 1 take for everything, I wouldn't care if I had done that. I'd be like, I don't care, 90% was fine. And now I'm like, every line must be accurate, which is why it's such a production now. Bart's just digging himself in so deep here. I love this. I had so much trouble with that line. And this one.
I know you think you understand what you thought you heard me say, but what you thought you heard me say was certainly not what you thought I meant.
Yeah, that one.
Can we just start with? Oh no, you're not changing the subject that easy.
The mouth is so off for her.
You don't respect me. How do we get on respect? You know perfectly well how.
Oh, I hate when the syncing is off.
I don't know why.
That.
Did you want to communicate with someone you don't respect?
So off.
You better just think about that, mister.
Oh, yeah, that would be. I had wanted to film this coming scene and the rockabye baby, you know, when they're trying to lullaby Rodney, and I didn't want to. I was tired, and I wasn't even going to film this scene. And my mom was like, you have to film this one because you're going to like it, and you're going to regret it if you don't. I'm like, no, I won't. So I went outside, they filmed it, and I would have probably regretted it because it's so funny. It was a lot of work, though. It was stupid.
Come on, Rodney. I don't think so. Oh, come on.
Our ever so clean and tidy backyard. Look at that hair. That's Monica's hair turned backwards. Woohoo! Rodney!
I don't really think this is a good idea.
The jacket.
No, it's not.
Those are 2 different leather jackets, guys. I actually wore 2 jackets.
Come on, little fraidy kid. Let's see how tough.
I was so terrified that someone was going to come up our driveway and I would have to turn around looking like Bart or Rodney, which is why I was tucked as far into a corner as I could. Because I was so scared someone was going to come up there and be like, hello? And I'm like, hi? You know? That was always my fear if filming outside. Oh, I never wanted to deal with someone coming up the driveway and having to answer to why I look like that and why I had a camera on me while looking like that. That's such an awkward angle because I never film straight on. It's weird. You'll notice how fast the hands went up because I timed it wrong, and so I was doing like this, but I I didn't get my hand up quick enough, so it just goes super fast. Okay, I'm ready. I had to, I can't remember, I feel like I filmed Bart first, but no, that wouldn't make sense. I must have done Rodney first because I was doing the facial makeup. But I had to remember, I went right, left, right, because I reacted with, it would be, you know, going this way, and I had to remember what it was, take after take. And I'm sure I mentioned this on Facebook, if not in the behind the scenes video. I was standing there with my makeup, adding these bruises every single cut. So every time it went to a different punch, I was doing... Okay, hold on. So there's obviously there's no bruises the very first time with your face on. And there I have a black eye. There I've got something here. This one I've got like my broken nose, it looks like. And that one I think I just like deepened all the colors. So every time I would do like okay, then I'd come back and I would draw something on it. And then I would draw something on it. And that was also quite the little production.
Hey, you're right, that was fun. Thanks, Bob.
I have fake blood downstairs, like this is like tub of it, because why not, right? And I should have used it, but I didn't wanna. That was fun. Alright, I'm on my channel now, so I'm gonna sort by date added, oldest, and go from there. Sort! For the fun of it, scene 1 was my very first Odyssey scene. I don't think that's actually true because I'm sure I had uploaded a few other terrible ones before that, but these are the ones that I left on. Which I'm sad that I removed them from the channel and didn't just make them private because they're gone now. I have no idea where those really old ones are. Which is sad because they're fun and humiliating to watch. So I did just watch 4 of my oldest videos recently, so I'm not going to watch them again. But for the fun of it, scene 1 was awful. Like, I was wearing high heels for the dad because I was trying to get some height difference, which is just weird because in the behind the scenes you would hear me clip, clip, clopping away. Really stupid. For the fun of it, scene 2 was terrible. Scene 3, I look so young. It's just weird for me to watch these videos because I look like a child to myself. My hair was so short. I had bangs. It was weird. I'm going to watch BTV Obedience, Ancient World of Sports because this video is probably my dad's favorite. Okay, maybe not. Maybe now Imagine Guy is. But this video, for the longest time, was my dad's favorite. It made him laugh so hard. And it was so entertaining. And I filmed it on... We had this little Canon camera that had HD video, which was really something for me at that time because I did not have an HD camera. So I was really excited, but it didn't have a viewfinder, or it didn't have like a lens, actually viewfinder is the word. It didn't have one that would swivel up and I could see what I was doing, so it was all guesswork. So it's actually amazing it turned out as well as it did. It was all done on a green screen, obviously, and yeah, I feel like that's all I can say about that right now. Oh, I actually bought the backgrounds, the news backgrounds. I think it was like $40, which at that time was a huge investment for me, and I never really used them again. No, I did. Fairy Tale Action News, I think I actually was able to use them again, but they were SD at that point, and I needed HD, so I don't know if I just zoomed in or did something, but everything was quite low quality at this point, but this was so entertaining, and I have not watched this in years, so this will be fun. It's so bad. I made that logo, the Ancient World of Sports logo. I was so proud of myself. This was back before I was a designer. How fast I'm going. This was a picture I think this is a picture my mom got when we were driving in Florida, and I just slapped this in the background because I didn't know what else to use. Because I was so afraid of copyright issues because I was sending this in to Odyssey and for the Act Like Odyssey contest. And I wanted to be sure that nothing had a problem. So I was like looking up the name of this, what is this back here? Oh, you can't see it. There's a name on whatever resort or whatever this is back there, and I was like, can I use this for is it copyright infringement if I use this picture? So I just slapped it in there, and I was scared I was gonna get like arrested because of it. I had to slow motion that. You can see my hand coming really slowly and like grainy because I went too fast or something. I was so proud of myself holding that thing like an actual referee. I'm like, it looks cool. And hair though, man. And trying to keep it in frame. It's very bright. My light was very bright. And that blue outline around it is good. Yeah, also, mumble. You can see my tongue come out too late because, again, I stopped filming too quickly. I just like, mumble, and turned around and turned the camera off. So I had to slow it down and stretch it out a bit. So it was like, mumble. What a babe. A flute and a see-through water bottle. I look bald there.
Sorry, Bob. Seems to be right for his life. Unbelievable. The mighty Indians have been grounded to overcome vanquish and utterly defeated by a bunch of guys with trumpets and water pitchers. You've got to give credit to God for pulling this one off, Bob. You're right, Bob. And that's all from the Ill Will Games in the beautiful Valley of Jezreel. I'm Bob Field in the field. And I'm Bob Booth in the booth, hoping you'll tune in for the next Ancient World Sports.
That's beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. It's so bad because it's old, but it's so funny to me. So good. I tried. I really tried. I wanted to win that sucker. Did I? No, I did not. So, that is one of my favorites. I want to say I should remake it because I could probably do better now, but it's so charming as it is. I'll probably just leave it. Yes! Over the Airwaves, You're a Girl. This is the one I want to see. I filmed this at my aunt and uncle's place. They have this beautiful house and it's in the country and it has this like country feel. I'm like, this will work perfectly. My poor aunt, I banished her. She was home. I banished her to her office for like an hour. She was doing something. At least it was okay. But she was there while I was dressing like this and looking like this. But I kept her hidden so she wouldn't have to see me. That was a free stock video. I could do so much better with that logo right now. The burn effect, that was a Bonanza reference. Don't you love his belly? I intentionally put a pillow under there so he'd look fatter, pregnant. And Wes's shirt was on backwards. Intentional. I was biting on this reed and then it broke and I'm like, you don't have to tell me, Mr. Cartwood. The line was very clear until he moved his arm. He being me. This is so dumb. I just stood there for like 2 minutes, just and then fast forwarded it to about 2 seconds. But I look like such an idiot. And there's my aunt's purse and camera back there. I did so good clearing the scene. And the dishwasher is open. Yep. Yep, we're dancing around again. And then I realized, how did I do this? I moved the camera for some stupid reason. Had I just left it, I wouldn't have had to get redressed for these two characters, because if I was, let's say I did Mr. Cartwood first, did all the dancing. I'm trying to figure out how I did this. Did all the dancing, and then I changed outfits and did Wes's. And then, for some reason, I moved the camera. If it was accidental, I don't remember. And so I just continued on doing Wes's scenes. But then I had to go back, get redressed up exactly as Cartwood, because I had to move the camera. And obviously, I'm playing both characters. Anytime the camera was moved, if I was playing two characters, I had to redress as both of those characters and try to make them exactly the same. It was so complicated. Like, I complicated things so much by moving the stupid camera. And the phone again. Here. You can tell I didn't know a lot of these lines for Mr. Cartwood, so my head's this way away from camera, so you can't really tell. But anytime I intentionally put my head away from camera and deliver a line, it's because I didn't know what it was. Don't you love me checking my wrist? Cartwood's face when the sun walks in here. That's my boy. What a babe. He's so tiny. Wes. Wes is just the whole time. Those lines were slightly difficult. You can see Cartwood and Jeremy look directly into the camera because I had intentions of shooting elsewhere for this guy pulling up. But nope, they're just staring right at the camera like, oh my god, should I move? Yep, Cartwood moves, Jeremy moves a little. Oh, what a babe. What a bunch of what babes. That was tough, getting all three of those to walk in at the same time. This was 6 characters and I did it in about an hour and a half, I think. And of course there was the hours of editing after. Wes is standing like this the whole time because I'm terrified of where my lines were, and you can see me blending in and out at times. Like him, arms totally blending in. I love that line. I love that I'm wearing a bandana over, what was his name? Triggerfinger Troy, so you can't even see his mouth or his face at all. So I'm just standing there going, I mean, I was delivering lines, but you couldn't see it. And I tried my best to make myself bald for Harry. Must be a real tour. Silver Look at me just holding my hands. Like, I couldn't find a single prop, and dude's just standing there. See, it was supposed to be, I have 2 things, so she was supposed to pull both out, but I didn't know what that line meant. Because I was a wee child. And so we both did. We both. These 2 characters did this. And other guys just standing there doing nothing. Wes. Wes is looking like way over here when he should be looking right here. Eyeline has always been a problem. The phone's ringing. I'm ignoring it. I love that Jeremy and Silver Saddle Slapper are, you know, hitting it off. I was standing way too close for those 2. Wes is so agreeable. Those weren't frozen. I just stood really still and didn't breathe. Wes is such an idiot. I love him. I had every intention of doing more scenes for that episode, and I didn't. How very disappointing of me.